Is that true?
And who was that?
Your brother, Leon.
I didn't know anything about that.
Really?
Michael Spinks, a name etched in boxing history, fought legends, shocked the world, and carried the weight of legacy on his shoulders. His career, a tapestry of triumphs, was defined by an unmatched undefeated streak until one fight in 1988 changed everything, leading to his abrupt retirement at 32. Now, at 60, the former heavyweight champion reflects on his toughest opponent, Mike Tyson, whose ferocity ended Spinks's career in 91 seconds, leaving an indelible mark on his legacy and the sport itself. Born in the gritty streets of St. Louis, Missouri, on July 13, 1956, Spinks didn't rise alone. Alongside his older brother Leon, he honed his craft, the two becoming inseparable partners in boxing and life. Their bond fueled their dreams, pushing them to greatness. The 1976 Montreal Olympics marked their ascent, with Michael, a middleweight, and Leon, a heavyweight, both clinching gold medals, the first time siblings achieved this in Olympic boxing history. Michael's awkward yet lightning-fast style, paired with his devastating right hand, later dubbed the Spinks Jinx, captivated fans. His 93-7 amateur record, including a knockout of Rufat Riskiev in the Olympic final, hinted at his future dominance. Turning pro in 1977, Spinks carved a distinct path from Leon, who chased heavyweight fame. Michael's quiet determination contrasted with his brother's flamboyance. His nickname, Jinx, wasn't about luck, but his unpredictable right hand, capable of sending opponents to sleep. Starting with a first-round knockout of Eddie Benson, Spinks embarked on a 31-fight undefeated streak, dismantling light heavyweight elites like Eddie Mustafa Muhammad, Marvin Johnson, and Dwight Muhammad Qawi. By 1983, he unified the WBA, WBC, and IBF light heavyweight titles, becoming undisputed champion with a 15-round masterclass against Qawi, landing 212 significant strikes to Qawi's 94. His 6'2" 1-2 frame and 76-inch reach, combined with a 70% knockout rate in title fights, made him a division terror. Yet, Spinks craved a bigger challenge. In 1985, he targeted the heavyweight division, a move critics deemed suicidal for a light heavyweight. Standing in his way was Larry Holmes, the Easton assassin, who ruled heavyweights for 7 years with a 48-0 record and 19 title defenses. His piston-like jab was legendary, and at 6'3", 215 pounds, he towered over Spinks's 200-pound frame. The 1985 clash was billed as a mismatch, with odds at 6-1 against Spinks. But Spinks, ever the strategist, danced around Holmes using feints and quick combinations to disrupt his rhythm. In the early rounds, Holmes controlled the pace, landing 40% of his jabs. By the later rounds, Spinks's unorthodox jab and left hooks shifted momentum. After 15 rounds, judges scored it 145, 142, 143, 142, and 143 out of 142 for Spinks, making him the first reigning light heavyweight to win a heavyweight title, ending Holmes's reign and thwarting his bid to match Rocky Marciano's 49 0 record. The 1986 rematch was tighter. Holmes, desperate to reclaim his throne, came out swinging, landing a big early lead. Spinks, staying calm, threw just 7 punches in the first round, absorbing pressure. By the 5th, his left hooks and footwork took over, frustrating Holmes, who landed only 30% of his power shots. In the 14th, Holmes rocked Spinks with a right hand, buckling his knees, but Spinks survived. Judges split, with 2 favoring Spinks, 145-143, 145-142, and 1 Holmes, 147-142. Spinks' mental fortitude and 65% strike accuracy in the middle rounds secured the lineal heavyweight title, silencing doubters. He later stopped Stephen Tangstad in 4 rounds and Jerry Cooney in 5, reinforcing his reign.
He goes pro first, right?
Because Leon was Leon was a Marine.
Ah, okay.
But a storm was brewing. Mike Tyson, a 21-year-old prodigy with a 34-0, 30 KOs record, was unifying the WBA, WBC, and IBF heavyweight belts. The boxing world craved one undisputed champion. Spinks, holding the lineal title, faced Tyson on June 27, 1988, in Atlantic City, in a fight billed once and for all. The richest bout in history, grossing $70 million, saw Tyson earn $22 million and Spinks $13.5 million. Spinks, undefeated at 31-0, was a 4-1 underdog against Tyson, whose speed, power, and psychological warfare were unmatched. Tyson's menacing stare and pre-fight chaos, marital issues, legal battles, and the death of mentor Jim Jacobs amplified his aura of invincibility. Commentators likened his heavy bag sessions to a car crash in slow motion. Spinks admitted, feeling fear for the first time. Tyson's reputation for first-round knockouts, with 12 of his 19 pro wins ending in under 3 minutes, weighed heavily. Spinks, taller at 6'2", 102, faced a 5'10" Tyson, whose 71-inch reach belied his explosive speed. At the weigh-in, Spinks avoided Tyson's gaze, a sign of doubt noted by observers. His trainer, Eddie Futch, warned against clinching, as Tyson thrived in close quarters. When the bell rang, Tyson pounced, throwing a left hook that grazed Spinks's head. Spinks, retreating, clinched, but Tyson's forearm pressed against his throat, drawing a referee warning. A left uppercut and a body shot dropped Spinks for the first time in his career at the 1-minute mark. Rising at 4, Spinks looked shaken.
Leon, he had enough guy. I was at ringside rooting for my brother Leon.
Yeah.
Landing a left hook and a crushing right to the jaw. Spinks collapsed, his body limp, as referee Frank Cappuccino counted to 10. The fight lasted 91 seconds, the 4th shortest heavyweight title bout ever. The Ring magazine named it the 1988 Round of the Year. Spinks, dazed, later called Tyson, his toughest opponent, citing his unmatched speed-power combination. Other heavyweights had power, but not that speed, he said. He hinted at suspicions of Tyson's steroid use, though clarified it wasn't an excuse. The psychological toll was undeniable. Spinks admitted the fear was new, paralyzing.
And I kept telling Leon what to do, what punches to throw, and
31-1 record, with 21 knockouts, ended in a moment that overshadowed his legacy for some. A month later, at 32, he retired, vowing never to return. It was an easy decision, he said, true to his word. Post-retirement, Spinks faded from the spotlight, living quietly in Wilmington, Delaware. Legal battles surfaced in 2011 when he sued his late manager Butch Lewis's estate, alleging mismanagement of his $24 million earnings, forcing him to dip into retirement funds. Despite this, Spinks found peace, making occasional school visits to inspire youth with his Olympic medals and belts, emphasizing resilience over glory. Unlike many ex-fighters, he speaks clearly, looks healthy, and avoids boxing's drama, uninterested in commentary or events. Spinks' career, 93-7 as an amateur, 31-1 as a pro, boasts historic highs: Olympic gold, undisputed light heavyweight titles, and the first light heavyweight to heavyweight title win. His loss to Tyson, though, became a defining low, a 91-second erasure of his invincibility. Critics argue the fear and Tyson's ferocity overwhelmed him, but Spinks's legacy endures. He outsmarted giants like Holmes, proving skill over size, and his 70% knockout rate and 68% strike accuracy in title fights mark him as a great. The International Boxing Hall of Fame inducted him in 1994, and BoxRec ranks him among the top 10 light heavyweights ever. Could Spinks have matched Tyson in a rematch? His strategic brilliance and heart suggest he might have adapted, but Tyson's prime was a force of nature. Spinks's retirement spared him further punishment, but left fans wondering. What's your take? Could Spinks have countered Tyson's onslaught? Share below, like if you respect the Jinx's legacy, and subscribe for more boxing tales.